Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and salutations to your Arking pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be covering this video that I came across. It's been going around. World Star Hip Hop, basically ex-NASA employee, is talking about what they deem the UFOs. And and seeing black men, right? Black men, or in their words, what you're going to see, African-American men getting off those chariots or getting off those UFOs. But I'm going to let this video play, grab a couple scriptures, and that's going to be it because, hey, you got to ask yourself, why would Esau say something like this, man? You know, real or fake, why would Esau say something like this? All right? They're saying it because ultimately, according to the scriptures, you Negroes, right? And I'm talking to you Southern Kingdom when I say this, the depiction of how the people of the Lord look, they look like you, right? Before all the mixing, before, you know, all the scattering and all the curses, they were dark-skinned man, right? Dark-skinned woman, woolly hair, features, textures. This is what they look like. And really what they're describing is the angels, and I'm going to get a couple scriptures on that also. So let's just jump right into it, and let's go.
Picture, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall.
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
I'd say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Huge cigar-shaped ship appeared over the Air Force base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile, and only one of them landed on the airport landing strip area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And these people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5", huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them of arrogance. That's exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had control a large portion of the galaxy that we live in.
Picture, there is one image there that.
All right, so that's the point. I wanted to show that video. Somebody put all the animation and everything in the background for effects or whatever. But what the guy was ultimately saying in the background was interesting, right? He met with, you know, these so-called extraterrestrials, and they told him, you know, that they were military people. But it made me think of a scripture, man. Hey, the Most High, he's a power of war. You know, Yahweh is his name. But let's grab some scriptures, and that's gonna be it. The first scripture I want to grab is Revelation 1:7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen." So when the Lord come back, they're describing it as clouds, but they're going to be in those ships, man. They're going to be in those chariots. And many brothers, including myself, we've seen the chariots up close and personal. We got them on tape. We've seen them shape shift, change forms, change colors. We didn't see all these things. I personally have seen them turn out lights that was around me. A brother tried to tape it. The chariot distorted the camera. Back in the day when we had the handy cams, it made it all, staticky, turned it off. And then once the chariot took off from our presence, everything came back. The lights came back on, the street lights, the cameras was working 100%. So those chariots and those beings within those chariots have power, man. All right, and that's what's coming to the earth, a great power. So Esau, Edom, putting this out, like I said, whether it's something that's made up to put out, a certain narrative right now, we know through the scriptures that these things are true, man. All right, the Lord and His angels are coming back. All right, so let's keep going. From there, let's get just to make another point. Let's get Hebrews 13:2. He said they look like. One guy said they was dark skinned black. He just said black. Another guy said they look like African Americans. So let's read this. Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. So angels appear in what? The form of a man. Okay? They can appear in the form of a man. So the angels that these people are describing, all right, matches up with what the Bible describes. Because when you go back to Revelation, that first scripture I grabbed about Revelation, it's like he cometh with clouds. Revelation 1:7. When you jump down, we get the famous Revelation 1 and I'll just read it. 1:13. It says, in the midst of 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about with paps and a golden girdle. His head and his hair were white like wool, right? White as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. His feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, right? So they were dark skinned, man. All right, you burn something in the furnace. We went through this breakdown many times. It becomes darker, and they had woolly hair. Well, he had woolly hair. This is describing who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Actual name Yahweh in the Hebrew. So this is what it's describing. And when you go back into
That shows black people getting off.
this video, he somebody shows black people getting off, and the guy he was talking about the ship. He said they were a black race, man, African American, right? Very tall, and that lines up with the scriptures when you go through the depictions when people actually saw angels in the ancient world. So let's go back and get let's read this again. Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. And keep that in mind. Daniel 12:1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. We're going to be delivered via what? These ships, man. The ships that these men were speaking of, these Edomite men were speaking of in that video. All right? And the angels are coming back to gather together, as the scriptures say, the Israelites, the elect from the four corners of the earth. That's speaking on salvation. That's true salvation. So all these silly, wacky-tacky Christians going around talking about they saved, they don't have a clue about what the Bible is actually talking about. The Bible is more of a sci-fi movie than any any Star Wars film or anything somebody can dream up. The Bible actually, paints the picture of these things. It says, everyone that it says, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. The book of what? The book of life spoken about in the book of Revelation. All right. Salvation pertaineth to the Israelites. All right. So from there, I want to grab Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. We're speaking on Michael, the angel again. We spoke about him in Daniel. Now we're speaking about him again in Revelation 12. This is going into the same thing. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought against his angels. So guess what? The people that had the animation, a warrior-like people with weapons getting off a ship ready to go, man. Right? This is dramatic effect, but I'm using it as a teaching aid. This is what's coming. This is what's coming down the pike, man. This is what this is talking about. War in heaven. It's gonna be war literally in the skies, man. All right, on this earth, so you can understand. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought with his angels. And this is speaking about Esau and Edom. He represents a Satan, man, the devil, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, so you can understand. Just like the actual Israelites represent, the physical counterpart of what? The Lord. All right, the righteous side. Esau, Edom is the wicked side. It says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, and the great dragon was cast out, which that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth. His angels were cast out with him. And then it goes into, let me keep reading. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power. Right, this kingdom is going to be put down. So when that second guy spoke, talking about a race that has never been conquered coming to conquer, hey, that's speaking about what? Yahweh Shai, man. Lord's of Lord, kings of kings. And he's going to have Michael and the angels coming back to what? A direct shot. That's going to happen. And you're going to have Esau, Edom, and their militaries, USA in particular, Mystery Babylon, also noted in the scriptures, also known as America. They're going to have their airplanes, their jets, fighting against the Lord and his angels. This is what this is talking about, in case you didn't know. Right? Let's see what else I got. And that's pretty much the point. You heard the video.
They've got this look about them of arrogance. That's exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had
a militaristic society. So, hey, the angels and the Lord is coming back to wreck shop. This video is kind of funny, but I just wanted to play it, man. All right. There's a reason Esau is putting out, things like this right now and saying these things. But I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Shalom the next time.